a pharmacist, okay? You mean to tell me you make upwards of $150,000 per year, but you can't take me to $120 to maybe $200 dinner?
So this woman actually rejected a coffee date with a pharmacist because her standards are high. She prefers a fancy dinner, but unlike previous men, this man refused to simp for her and she can't get over it.
So one of my rules is I don't do coffee or drink dates. Now, I understand that some women like this or prefer this because it's a quick turnaround, 30 to 45 minutes. If you don't like him, you can get out of there. It works for some people. However, for me, as for me and my household, we're going to have higher standards. And he started talking about meeting up. So he said, we should get together over some pear and lychee cocktails soon. And I said, that's really sweet, but I prefer dinner. I like to get dressed up. Now, I always try to say it nicely because I don't want to be like, I don't accept drink dates. Like, you don't have to be mean. You don't have to be, you can be nice about it. But I always just say, I prefer dinner because I like to get dressed up. And he said, I see, what type of places do you have in mind? So I sent him a list of places that I've been like wanting to try, all sorts of different budgets, okay? It ranges from like medium to a little bit higher, all different locations around the city, so he can choose like what works for him, you know, timing and budget wise. So I sent the list of places. He says, these places sound really nice. I think it'll be fun to get to know each other over some nicer dining options. Here it comes though. But I wanted to let you know up front that if we were to meet at one of those places, I'm comfortable splitting the check. I usually will do drinks or something on the simpler end for the first meetup to see if there's a connection first.
So the dinner date isn't about getting to know each other, it's because she likes to get dressed up. That's a good point, bro. I've got many questions. Honestly, I hope she doesn't mind me asking, why do you think coffee dates are beneath you?
My NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer costs $32, okay? Why would I put on a full face of expensive makeup, do my hair, make sure my nails are done, make sure there's no hair on my body, and then come and spend 2 hours of my time talking to you for an $8 coffee or a $16 cocktail? Be oh so for real.
Oh, that's quite condescending, but I get it. It's about the cost. You want something expensive to match your outfit. Got it. This comment is from another woman to you. Can you afford $260, sometimes more, 2 to 3 times per week just for a measly 2-hour dinner to get to know a stranger? Exactly. Dating is expensive for men. Be for real. I agree, that was lame. Any solid reasons?
Men are supposed to be on their like best behavior when they're doing a first interaction with a woman. Like, that is when they are at their absolute best. So if he's being cheap now for a first interaction, he's gonna be cheap on your birthday, he's gonna be cheap on Christmas, like that kind of thing. That only gets worse. It never gets better. That is the type of man that's going to want you to work full time, pay half the rent when you guys move in together, do the majority of the housework because he doesn't want to hire a housekeeper, raise the kids, plan most of the things, and then after you do your 16-hour shift of labor, he's going to want you to be happy and sexy for him for his pleasure that night. Like,
damn. You were able to make all these assumptions about him simply because he suggested a coffee date? So you think the man who suggests dinner dates will take you seriously and won't do any of the things you just assumed? You were the woman the late great Kevin Samuels spoke of. Buy a dog. You know the rest. Uh-oh. Looks like the negative comments overwhelmed her, so she muted them. She really thought people were going to validate her delusion.
The pharmacist tried to give me a coffee date on a Friday. Saturday, a surgeon took me to a beautiful dinner with a view. The next day after that, this other man took me to this food event where the tickets were $250 because he wanted us to have VIP. So don't feel scarce about it because there are plenty of men, there are a plethora of men that would be more than happy to show you a good time. So never settle. Date until you find the best man for the job.
Winter is coming.
She said that she went on 3 different dates, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, with 3 different men. why are you still single then? You only date rich men, why are you still single? Women have to stop equating money to compatibility. Do people even like each other anymore?
This woman rejected this guy who wanted a serious relationship with her for another man in the audience, whom she thought was more handsome. However, she ended up taking a massive L on the dating show.
I'm maybe not as nice as them. I would put it that way. I feel like I'm a little bit more on the fun side, spontaneous, adventurous.
Brittany, you feeling anything there?
I'm really picky.
Oh, wait. Oh my God.
I need to be really bold.
Be bold, do it.
You are so attractive.
Turn. Yo, hands up. He's the best looking guy I've ever seen. And what is your name, by the way?
Jeff.
Jeff, are you interested in Brittany? Yes or no?
No.
This woman lost her way while on a trail and felt scared when she realized she was stranded and alone. So she decided to make a TikTok video crying about it.
I don't know what to do because I'm really scared I'm gonna pass out, but I see a road below me that I've been able to hear for a while, and I'm thinking about going to the road, but I also don't want to get off the trail in case I pass out because I want them to find me. I really don't feel good. Oh, and I've been alone for a long time.
Fortunately, she was finally spotted by a man named Kenny who brought her to safety. As expected, the comments referenced the recent bears versus man debate. This must be terrifying. I hope there's a bear nearby who can help her. Call 911? No. Make a TikTok video? Yes. Crying on TikTok was the best option, actually. She pushed back against the comments by saying this: "Taking these videos helped me feel like I wasn't alone when I was going through something really scary. There's no room to panic when you need to get yourself to safety. Appreciate all the support."
I don't know about you, but it kind of turns me on when there's the man who's like a good-looking man who is the most quietest man in the room. Like, it just kind of like, it makes you seem like a little bit more mysterious. And as a woman, we're naturally curious. So I feel like we just want to know more about that person.
My reaction to this is, just forget everything she said and focus on just one detail. A good-looking man. Everything else she said was irrelevant if you don't fit that description. If you were wondering why this coffee date rejection gained popularity, it's because of this toxic TikTok dating coach named Shara, who calls herself Sprinkle Sprinkle. She actively teaches modern women how to exploit and ruin men. This is her advice to women about coffee dates.
What do you say when a man invites you on a coffee date? No, thank you, and suggest lunch instead. It's like, you know what? Let's do lunch instead. It's nicer. There's a nicer place over here at such and such and such and such. If he says no, then it's like, well, you know, I don't really do coffee dates. It's not really worth my time. Okay. Honestly, I know a lot of people do coffee dates. I would feel stupid. I would feel dumb doing this. For this, a cup of coffee. I'm not finna go meet you, get ready, looking cute, to go sip on some bean juice that I got available in my kitchen 24/7. No thanks. Goodbye. Waste of time, not impressed. You got one job, sir. Impress me.
It doesn't get more toxic than that. I'm going to have to make a video about her because she's doing too much.
I've said this before, but I think the message needs to be said again. Listen up. If somebody wants to do coffee as a first date, this is somebody who goes on a lot of first dates and not a lot of second dates, or they're very cheap. And I do not care what any other relationship expert wants to say here. The cuckoo things they say, the truth is the truth. You don't like it? Sorry, I can't help it.
Bombastic side eye,
criminal offensive side eye.